I'm Hannah, and me and my messy ponytail just wanted to declutter some items today. The last video that I filmed was my makeup inventory, and that was kind of eye-opening about how much crap I have cluttering my collection. And I really feel like with my makeup collection, with my makeup and my clothing collection, I know that I have my perfect collection within all the mess. The makeup is a lot easier for me to get rid of, and I know that it's very attainable for me to carve out my perfect makeup collection. And to do that, I just have to look more critically at what I have, what I need, why I'm keeping it. So I did kind of just look through my collection today. I grabbed out a handful or a couple handfuls of items that I can get rid of, and I'm excited to just get them out of my collection and see where we go from there. The first thing is this Cover FX brush. I had gotten this from a BeautyCon box when they still did that many years ago, and it's like such a weird brush. It says contour on it. I always wanted to like it. It always seemed like a nice thing to have. You know, it's like a nice brush from a nice brand, but it's just such like a weird item. It has like this really small kind of flat end up here. It has this larger kind of flat end up here. I couldn't imagine contouring with this. I don't really contour at this point anyway. I just wanted to have it because I wanted to make a use for it. I used it to powder under my eyes sometimes, but I have brushes that I like more to powder under my eyes, so I think it's time to say goodbye to it. Next up, I have a couple Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. I no longer support his brand, but I do have some things in my collection still. But these, I can't believe I even still have these. They're old and they're weird. I always wanted to like his brand, you know, years ago when I liked it, because it was all vegan, they had colorful things, but I found with a lot of, like, especially these lipsticks in particular, this is Watermelon Soda, 714, and Nude Beach. They're very like neon based or white based, and they just look odd. Let me swatch them out just for funsies. This Nude Beach one, I think this was like maybe his first summer collection, maybe second summer collection, I'm not sure. I remember running to the back of work to buy this because I thought it was gonna be like the perfect light nude, and it's just like the weirdest color. It's so weird. It's like this like creamsicle white based neon orange. I actually am dirty from other swatches before, sorry, but it's a really weird color. I can't believe I still have it. I think this is one of those things that I held on to because I felt like I spent money on it, like, and I want to get use out of it. Like, I can't just get rid of it, but it's like it's been clogging up my collection for 4 years now, 5 years now. That's kind of ridiculous. This is 714. This one, I think he had released it initially and then brought it back, so it was like a cool thing when he brought it back. This lipstick is like so unbelievably patchy. It's crazy because usually the patchy shadows are like deep shadows with a lot of pigment. So I don't know what this shadows, this lipstick, I just said shadow. I don't know what this lipstick's excuse is, but it's super weird. It applies terribly. And this Watermelon Soda, this one is just super neon. It looks kind of weird in the tube. It's like a nice idea, but then like you have it on and it just looks kind of ridiculous. I see the vision behind these, but no good. No good. Bad colors, bad brand, super old, don't like the formula. NYX Mermaid. Is that a trip down memory lane for anyone else? This I bought on J Kiss's recommendation. I think she had used it as an inner quarter shadow. Maybe it had its moment in my life, but that moment is long gone. This has been something that like has been old for me for so long. I probably got this in 2013 or 2014. At this point, I have some really amazing shimmery seafoam greens from Menagerie and from Luxie off the top of my head, and I have no need for this old NYX shadow. Next is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. This was like the OG, everybody loved this. This is the new formulation. I know like when everyone loved it, it was still in the older packaging. They had reformulated it and made it vegan. I really liked these two transition colors. I liked this like loungy kind of shadow here, but I don't use it. I have these same colors in other formulas at this point. I think I always wanted to like this more than I actually did. Dr. M from ColourPop. I have a special place in my heart for like really weird liquid lipsticks. This fits the bill, but it's so old. It swatches like that. How disgusting is that? Like, why do I even still have that? I do have like a Melt Bullet lipstick at this point. That's like a shimmery, weird, deep emerald green. So that one will have to do. I like this one better, but its time has come. The time has also come for Midnight Cowboy from Urban Decay. Look how gross and separated that is. Ugh. This one I had gotten in one of those Sephora Favorites eye kits. And I think with this also, I always wanted to like it more than I did. It doesn't even swatch like anything at this point. Goodbye. I was looking through some of my single shadows today, my non-pan single shadows, because I was so shocked and appalled to see that I had, I think, 65 of them when I inventoried my makeup. So I thought there has to be at least a couple I can get rid of off the bat. And there are. I did count glitter in that category. I didn't feel the need to have a separate category for glitter. I have this NYX one. I was never crazy about this NYX glitter formula. I always felt like it was too powdery. Like if I'm gonna wear a glitter, I want it to be like chunks of reflective glitter. And maybe that's why, I was gonna say maybe that's why like this is eye safe and those aren't, but this one's probably not eye safe either. I don't know. But this is the metallic glitter in 03. I never really got too much use out of this. It's time to say goodbye. I kept my favorite, like, I think 4 glitters in there, and that's enough for me. Because at this point, I have such incredible shimmer shadows that I don't feel the need to go out of my way to apply glitter anymore, really anyway. The other two, these are both liquid shadows. This is Hard to Impress from ColourPop. This one's just older. It's like a bronze. It's nice, but like bronze isn't my main. Ugh, I do kind of like those. I'm gonna hold on to this one for now. Sorry, next time, okay? This one's going to be on probation. I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna see how it wears when I use it, and then I'll get rid of it next time. Sorry. The one that I will get rid of is Cashmere Love Liquid Catsuit from Wet n Wild. This I liked at the time, but it is pretty neutral. Wet n Wild isn't cruelty-free. And I had compared this to other ones, so even though this is nice, I like the other ones better. And I don't need that many neutral liquid eyeshadows because I don't even wear that much neutral eyeshadow. Also, this Wet n Wild Mega Liner White Liquid Liner. I swatched this out. I'm gonna spare you from seeing what that looked like. It looked like cottage cheese. It was disgusting. It is time. I have another Jeffree Star lipstick in here. This is the Bullet lipstick in the shade Skin Tight. And this is super nude. It was so nude that even when I was into super nude lipsticks, it was too nude for me. The formula is kind of like matte in a dry way. I was never a fan. I've been trying lately to be more cutthroat about my perfume samples. And I mean, I guess this applies to everything, but not just keep it because it's okay, but keep it because I like it. Recently, if I spray a perfume sample and I realize I'm not the biggest fan of it, I try to just get rid of it right away. So I had 2 today. I did buy this 8-pack of Pinrose samples from Sephora in like November, December, probably November. It was like $12 or $15. One of them was this Mystical Misfit, and I put it on today and it just smelled kind of like weird minty mixed with flowery, and I just wasn't crazy about it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then later in the day I also tried on Kat Von D Saint sample, and this one I just thought it smelled very like classic perfume. It didn't smell like it smelled like, oh yeah, that's the smell of perfume. I have a couple nail polishes. These two I might actually try to put up in my Mercari, because I know that the Kale polish, they're not made anymore. There might be kind of a market for it. This is Zoe and Miss Honey. I'm just not that big on neutral nail polish. I always feel like I have to keep them because what if there's a situation where I need them and then they're just like, there isn't. And if there is, I'm sure I'll find a more exciting nude, or I still have other nude nail polishes. So I think I'm going to try to sell these. I also have, these are actually both from sets from so long ago, probably 2011, 2012 Sephora purchases. I had this set of ombre red nail polishes from the new black. I recently just took it apart and was going through them. I had gotten rid of some initially, and this one, like, it's nice, but like it's kind of like a small dinky old nail polish. And I have Ruby from Lights Lacquer, which I feel like does the job of like this shimmery deep red. The other one in my hand is from Ciate. This was a kit of, they're like little balls. There's like little beads in here. And the kit, it had like a couple base colors, and then it had a little funnel, and you were able to pour this and have them stick to your nails. I think it was one of those things that like, it's a fun idea, maybe it's fun right after you do it, but like it ends up just the little beads come off and then you have like little dips all over your nails. I did keep a couple of these. I might give it another shot, but I definitely didn't need to keep everything from the set. These next two, I'm finding a little difficult. That appeals to me. Right now, I know it needs to be done. So for my capsule lipstick wardrobe for this month, I had included Allergic to Bullshit from Kylie Cosmetics. It was the Coco collab with her sister Chloe. And this I bought in July of 2019, and I've just never loved it. I've wanted to love it. It's felt like this like new shiny little cute thing in my life for so long, but especially using it this month, it's like the color's so light for me. The formula's very dry. If this was a satin, I could see some use in it, like how in my lipstick capsule from December, I had Fawn Over Me from Marc Jacobs, which is kind of like a satin formula, and I would apply it to matte lipsticks to lighten and make it more comfortable. And this, it does the lightening, but it mattifies. So I think it's time for me to accept with this one, it's not gonna work. I'm moving away from matte liquid lipsticks anyway. And then in my train of thought, next, I was like, well, I still have Ofra Manila. But then I tried this on and I'm like, this is kind of the same thing. This is also dry. I don't need this one either. So this one I had gotten in January of 2018, and that still feels recent to me also. I don't use it, I don't need it. If I'm trying to get down from, you know, just about 250 lipsticks into something manageable that I have room to love everything I own, this is what I have to do. And this one looks like a similar color. This is in the category of, oh my god, I still have that. This is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Push Up. This is super old. It's kind of the same thing. I liked it a lot at the time when I first got it. I probably haven't worn this in like 3 years. And we're almost to the bottom. I have 3 more lipsticks that I wanted to declutter. This is a big day to get rid of NYX. This is Creme Brulee from their Butter Gloss. I think this is one that I used a lot in college, but I don't think this is vegan. Yeah, it has beeswax. I haven't used this in years. I have other lip glosses. I don't need it. And when I say like in college, I mean like when I was in my undergrad in like 2013. Okay, I know I said 3, but I don't think I'm gonna get rid of this e.l.f. one right now. Sorry. Probation. The last one. This was one of my lipsticks last month. This is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Fab 5. And this one I felt like I should keep because it's my only burgundy that isn't in a liquid formula. But when it comes to deep colors, there's definitely advantages of having a liquid formula. It's easier to get a straight line, and it's more important to have a straight line because you can see it more because it's, you know, a more harsh contrast against my skin. This month, one of my lipsticks is Prim from ColourPop, and I put this on and like I felt the feels, and I was like, I didn't feel the feels with this one. This one I was like, ooh, that looks really good, and this one, like, I feel like a little sloppy, I feel like a little outside the lines, and I'm like, I think it's time to say goodbye to this one. So that's everything for my little declutter to kick off this year. I will mention that because I decluttered the Kylie lipstick that's in my lipstick capsule for this month, I just added in Root Beer Float from NYX. Funny, a big NYX day, and that's what I have on my lips right now, and I really like it. So we'll talk more about it at the end of the month, and that's everything. I kind of feel good about that. I feel proud. I think it's important as someone that's been growing this makeup collection for so long to remember to look critically at it and remember what I want out of my makeup at this point in time. Thank you for sticking around. Bye. From the pain, I just wanna I know the book.